Hello everyone, this is Tristan Pierce, your rising celebrity in Hollywood. Today I will be attacking you with the reasons why people seem to be very unhappy when they're single. I will also be presenting the solutions that I have because I am a professional doctor of 40 years, evidently. I know what you're thinking, where is my lab coat? Well, when you've been a professional for as many years as me, you don't have to dress to impress anymore because people already know that you're good at your job. I have spent the last 40 years, wow, I'm getting old, being everyone's confidant. Now let me tell you, in these 40 years of my profession, I have been dished enough tea to replenish the oceans on Mars. So, let's start with the problems I see in newly single people or just single people. Item number one is codependence. These are the kind of people who seem to not know how to function without the help of another person. I have met people who are in very toxic relationships and they are just so codependent that even if they both want to break up with each other, they just can't function with, I guess, even the thought of having to rely on themselves. It's like if both of them separated and, got their own places, they wouldn't know how to be an adult. They wouldn't know how to run a household. In turn, they end up just never separating because they're too scared of whatever not being in a relationship means to them. Problem number two is they fear being alone. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of different reasons why people feel this way, and I think the main reason might just be they've never spent the time by themselves to really hear their inner thoughts, and I think people are just scared of hearing themselves for the first time. And dealing with your subconscious is something that can be really hard for some people because I think some people want to believe that every single thing is true, and if your subconscious is telling you this, well, it must be true. Well, in all honesty, you should think of that subconscious as another person and just think about what it says and be like, do I really believe that? So because of this, I believe these people are scared of being alone because they're scared of themselves. They're scared of their own thoughts. They've never been in solitude to experience them. Another problem that I see is people requiring others to bring them happiness. It could be someone was in a relationship where they felt lost without that other person, they felt lonely, they felt sad, they just needed the stimulation from someone else to feel happy, they needed the laughter of someone else to laugh themselves, and they've never given themselves the genuine opportunity to make themselves happy. Or even maybe they don't even realize what would make them happy. Because a lot of the time, the things that make you happy around other people aren't the same things that make you happy when you're by yourself. Those are kind of two different types of being happy. The things that I do by myself that make me happy aren't always something that I want to be doing with a group of people or even with another person. And I seriously think that depending on someone else to bring you happiness is like saying that your life on its own means nothing to you. All right, now that I have presented you with the problems, we are moving on to the solutions that I can offer. Now, as a single person myself, I have had lots of time to really look into the problems of the relationships I see around me. So these solutions are kind of tying in with how to be happy when you're by yourself. I think this would make the relationship that you eventually get yourself into become more stable, especially if both ends of the relationship are making the solid foundation for themselves first. So the first solution that I have is becoming whole on your own first. And what I mean by that is being your own person, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, really understanding your emotions, understanding how to run your life by yourself, and then complementing your life with another person. And some of the things that you can do to build this foundation is focusing on your own hobbies and your own dreams. There's a quote that I've had written down for a long time that I really wanted to share with this, and it just says, you have to be your own light, otherwise you'll drain the light of others. And I think that's really important because you shouldn't be going around sucking the energy out of other people in order to keep yourself going. Instead, you already have the energy and you're radiating it toward other people. That doesn't mean that they're pulling it from you. That just means that they're just benefiting off of the energy that you already have. And then comes my very blunt take on all of this. I honestly feel like a relationship is a waste of my time and I want nothing to do with it right now. Becoming a multi-millionaire online celebrity and world traveler takes a lot of time, and I don't want to be giving that time to someone else who can't push me toward that goal. I mean, in a way, I'm already in a relationship that I don't enjoy, and that relationship is called a 9 to 5 because she takes 5 days worth of my energy and leaves me with 2 to actually function as an independent person. Quite honestly, I really like being single because I have full control over how I'm spending my time, and that gives me the opportunity to make sure that I'm spending it in a way that benefits me and my future the most. And to further attack you with proof that you can be a very happy person and be single, I would like to share with you some of my great value Vogue behind the scenes footage. Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Yes, thank you. It is with great honor that I am here to thank all of my many fans for receiving this Great Value Choice Award. In honor of this award, Great Value Vogue has decided to privilege me with a day in the life behind the scenes of myself, Tristan Piers, celebrity actor, actress, horticulturalist, philanthropist, world traveler, tiramisu connoisseur. The footage you're about to see was filmed by a 10-man crew at my beach retreat where I own the beach. But honestly, truly grateful. Thank you, Great Value Vogue, for giving me this People's Choice Award. It was a lot of fun, I guess, filming with you guys. So without further ado, here is the Vogue behind the scenes with Tristan Piers. Hello, welcome to my private beach. I actually own this. There seems to be trespassers, as you can see. My private beach also contains rocks that touch the ocean and my many mansions. You may know this as Haystack Rock. I also like to call this the other rock on my private beach that I own. I really want to go put my feet in the water, but I know it's gonna be cold and I don't know how to feel about it. We should just do it, huh? I saw that girl in Cali. I called her, she ain't answer. I tried to run it down her.
Boy, Friday. Ew, is this a jellyfish? Boy. What is this? Boy, Friday. There's a baby. A baby. Ah, I think it's dead. Oh my god, R.I.P. And if you look here, this is some wild stray. Wow. Stringy.
Yo, this looks like something from Jurassic Park. Oh, every lighting angle is bad. My hands are cold. It looks really warm and pretty, but it's not. The tide's coming in. I think it's time to go home. Oh god, look, she's coming in. I don't want none of your ice water on my feet again. So, in conclusion, honestly, you just need to do what makes you happy. You don't need to do what you think is going to make other people happy. Just literally do your own thing. That sounds so simple, but even I have a hard time doing it, and I don't know why. I think we just want to please other people and provide value to other people so much that we end up sacrificing our own joy, our own wants, without even realizing it sometimes. And it's so weird how it's literally such a simple thing and the human mind seems to make it more difficult than it needs to be. So if you have made it this far, that means you have successfully finished my TED Talk. Thank you for making it this far. Please let me know down below what you have learned from this video, and I also am very interested in what your take is on people that seem to struggle with happiness when they're by themselves. Like, what are the main problems that you see with those people? Or if you are one of those people, like maybe you can think back on a time when you were in between relationships and maybe you were super unhappy until you got into a new relationship. I just really want to know like what your thoughts were during that time. just to try to understand exactly why some people have such a hard time with it. And with all of that being said, I will see you in the comment section down below. Goodbye. Not to brag or anything, but I made this myself. Isn't she beautiful?